What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're talking about two different SPACs. The first one is FTOC Olympus, ticker symbol FTOC, so a little bit different from the blank check company name. And we're going to be discussing the rumor that they may have an agreement coming with Payoneer, which is a fintech company. And we're going to get into what they do, and if we like that target. So basically, this morning they were near NAV and really popped off about 34%. So that's why, we do talk about parking some money in some SPACs with solid teams when they're in the tens, because when you get pops like this, it makes for a really solid swing trade if you want to do that. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to talk about a SPAC that I'm very bullish on and holding long term. But before we get into it, if you don't mind dropping a like and hitting subscribe if you enjoy these videos, it really helps out the channel. Check out the links in the description to the free Discord server, my Webull referral link where when you sign up, deposit $100, you get 4 free stocks. And my Patreon if you want to support and get my buy alerts, option plays, due diligence on SPACs and growth stocks, and private chat in the Discord. Now let's get into it. All right, so we got another SPAC rumor, and this one is a fintech rumor, so Payoneer, and 5 things to know about the payments play. We're going to scroll down here. All these articles essentially say the same thing, but I liked how they broke this article down, so let's go through it. Payoneer is a payment processing company that allows customers and businesses to easily transfer funds to each other around the world. It was founded in New York in 2005. It operates in 200 countries with a total of 1,500 employees spread across 21 countries around the world. They have several investors such as CBC, Viola Ventures, Pinion, Wellington Management, and others. And one of its biggest partners is Airbnb, which uses Payoneer as its payment provider. So we really saw this SPAC shoot up today, and it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out throughout the week. So a bit more about Payoneer. We know they provide online money transfers and digital payment services. Users can pay and receive funds via several methods, including credit cards, debit cards, electronic wallets, and bank transfers. In recent months, it's started to enter the enterprise credit card clearing business. It's currently active in more than 20 countries, like we mentioned, and has upwards of 4 million customers. The company has raised approximately $245 million to date. So another positive thing about Payoneer is they landed on this Forbes Fintech 50 list, the most innovative fintech companies in 2020. And I think this definitely intrigues people if this were to become a definitive agreement. Now you're going to see some names on here like Acorns, and then you scroll down a little bit, you're going to see Lemonade. It's a very popular recent IPO of 2020, Open Door, and then you have Payoneer. So 270 million in funding, and I think a lot of people are drawn to this. I think it would continue much higher if it were to be a definitive agreement, so something to watch out for. Okay, so here's what I could find on the pros while using Payoneer. So obviously we know they're offered in 200 countries with 150 local currencies. Payoneer's fees are slightly high at $3 per transfer, but it's free to receive. Payoneer also allows you to pay other customers with ease, and they also offer a mobile app. Now, most companies do that already, but I guess it's still a pro. Payments are sent to the Payoneer MasterCard, which the brand issues you. And rather than going into your online account and then transferring it to a local bank account, it just goes into that. So that's looked at as a pro. And then the card can be used at any ATM around the world, but has a maximum daily limit of 2,500. Payoneer also has a customer support system and a collection of resources to build your knowledge base. Now getting into the cons, this article has a lot more cons listed, it seems like, but their exchange fees are higher. They have a minimum monthly payment of $20,000. There's no third-party involvement, which could be an issue if you have a customer that doesn't want to work with the brand. Depending on the country, the platform adds a currency conversion charge of 2% or 2.75%. Payoneer, unlike most other money transfer services, charges an annual fee to use the MasterCard. PayPal is not supported, which can be a difficult obstacle if running an e-commerce site. The reviews complain that it's a long process to sign up, lots of paperwork, and this could be an issue if you need to get things done right away. And then complaints range from unreturned funds to blocked accounts and absent support team. So Payoneer apparently has been working on this since 2018, but the brand still receives a fair share of negative feedback. Then I hopped over to Allo.com just to see how Payoneer, does with the rest of the competition. And I highlighted, everyone who's beating them in different topics, whether you have CEO rating, employees, funding, and revenue. I'm not too worried about the employees, but the revenue, you have, quite a few companies beating Payoneer as far as funding. Again, a couple beating them, and then CEO rating, they're not doing the best either, but there's a lot of competition, and I just want to see how Payoneer does against all of them. I do think if there's a definitive agreement, this thing is going to go way up just on the hype. And then, if we were to get an investor presentation, that's when I would really sit down and check out the company even more and see where they're at, with the updated financials and, growth projections and all of that. But I would be interested if we get the definitive agreement. Another one I'm interested in is Stripe. Hopefully they decide to IPO this year. All right, and the SPAC that I am 100% going to be holding long term is IPOE. This is SoFi, and in the last 3 months, they're up over 100%. Last month, 97%. Last week, 17.61%, and today, they had quite the volatile day. So after touching 24, they slowly sold off down to 22.15, and since then have recovered a bit. But I actually wouldn't be mad if it sold off a little more, so I can continue to build out this position. But I don't usually hold through the mergers. I usually sell. But this is one that I plan to hold long term. I really do believe in this company, and I think this is an awesome target, and it's currently undervalued. This is a Chamath SPAC closing in the end of Q1. It's a one-stop shop for all finances: loans, investing, banking, credit cards, credit scores, paying bills, paying friends. They are currently at 1.7 million customers and on track for 3 million by 2021 estimated. They take up 90% of new neobank accounts opening in the US. They have an estimated compound annual growth rate of 43% from 2020 to 2025. They have great customer service, support, and reviews. I like this business model a lot because their platform looks really nice and it's easy to use. Everything's in one ecosystem, so they retain customers very nicely. Like I said, great customer service, and people do also like their credit cards as well, and they look cool. So this is much different from Square, which I also love. So you guys know I love these fintech companies, but I'm trying to pick the best ones. I just think there's a huge long-term opportunity here, and currently at $20 or $22, even $24, I think this is a steal, because I think if they were to IPO on their own, this would be well above $30 to $40. And, given the current IPO craze, I really do think this would have spiked way up. But, even with the SPAC craze, I think this is still undervalued and it should be heading higher. I really don't care if it heads higher at the moment because I want to keep building out my position, but I see a huge opportunity in the long term here. I see this as like potentially a 10x opportunity if you have patience and you can work with the volatility. So that is where I'm at with this one. So let me know what you guys think about IPOE SoFi. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to cover the FTOC SPAC rumor and then cover SoFi because I really do like this company for the long term. Now, drop a comment below on what you're watching in the market right now. Give me one SPAC and one growth stock that you guys like right now, and I will definitely check those out as well. Please like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description to the Weber referral link and my Patreon, and have a good one.